Once again, Doug Polk has been rather active lately. 4 players remain. One of them's going to take 2.2 million, but only one of them has won this title twice already, including last year, and that is Phil Ivey. Polk raises it up with ace-4 offsuit. There he is in shot.
Call.
And he makes the call, so they'll go at it again. This time Ivey with a 10 and a 9 offsuit. Here comes the flop. There is a 10 there. Well, and an interesting flop too. A 10-3 deuce. So Polk with a straight draw and Ivey with top pair. Ivey checks quickly.
Now, Doug can bet here, or he can elect to take a free card for his gut shot straight.
Checks behind Ivey. The turn, a 2 of hearts. Action on Phil.
Betting 75.
75,000, just a little over half of the pot.
Doug can quite comfortably call here with his ace high. He's going to be ahead not most of the time, but a lot of the time he's going to be ahead. And he's also drawing to an ace or a 5.
Call.
Makes the call, in position. The river is a 6 of clubs, so Ivey's pair of 10s are best. Action is on Phil. Can he get Doug Polk to call here with ace high, depending on the amount?
He could. Yeah, it depends what, how weak Doug sees Ivey as being and what the size of this bet is. Can't really bet too much. He's bet the pot.
Betting 200.
That's almost the pot. So Ivey's taken the line that I want to represent a bluff, basically, to get called by ace high. This is the sort of thinking that these guys are doing. Like, he's put Doug Polk on ace high. Ivey said, I've got top pair, I want to get a call. I'm going to bet the maximum to make it look like I'm actually trying to steal the pot.
And Doug Polk hasn't moved, so Phil Ivey's instincts once again, no surprise. Clearly making Doug Polk think about a call. You can almost hear a pin drop in the room. Doug Polk really considering this call. You're right, Joe.
580,000.
Raise to 580.
Wow, this is a surprise. He's made a raise here.
So he's turned his hand into a bluff, basically.
Phil Ivey hasn't moved, but look at those eyes.
Now, it's actually very simple for Ivey. There's no use raising. He's only going to get called by a better hand. Okay? He believes he's in front. If he does believe he's in front, he can just call and see what happens, right? If he believes he's behind, he can raise now to try and get his opponent to fold. But I think Ivey will just call.
Well, Ivey was caught by surprise there.
I didn't mean to bet 200, I meant to bet 175.
Ivey speaking out loud a little bit. You don't get that very often from Phil.
He just gave up a lot of information there. But I wonder whether that was deliberate to try and get a reaction from Polk.
You can never tell, right? He said, just to be clear, that he said that I meant to bet 175,000. Trying to elicit a reaction from Doug Polk, perhaps, a tell of some kind.
I think it was a pretty futile attempt, but maybe he's just being honest.
Does he got to put the chips in the pot or no when you raise? What's the rule?
Bets at 580.
You could just say it. You could just say it without putting the chips in.
Phil Ivey's just asking and clarifying a few tournament rules. As we mentioned earlier, Joe, when they travel, those rules change, so you've got to clarify occasionally.
Yeah, but now that was definitely he's searching for information there.
Okay.
He knows that this is now playing poker, right? This is playing with people's minds right now.
So you were right the first time. Don't trust them.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't trust poker players.
He knows.
Not at the table anyway. Confused, frustrated. The tug of war is back, And even Phil Ivey gets it. It's great. Can he do it? Can he convince himself to call? He wants to. He doesn't want to. Do I? Don't I? Every poker player in the world faces this, even Phil Ivey. There it is. He makes the call, so he will win a big pot. He almost looked a bit surprised there.
He was resigned to the fact that he's actually lost the hand, to be honest. So he was surprised.